everybody. Good morning to you. It is such a great morning to be together. We have our family from Tapas here, so of course I have to give a special good morning to Rosie. How are you?
Morning, feeling good, really good. Looking forward to our Father's Day weekend specials.
Great. Now that's what it's all about. Also have to welcome Jody
Good
on set.
morning. I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's had their coffee.
Good. Now, of course, you're having this morning right now, and that's how we wake you up in the know. And too often, the dads feel like they get left out because Mother's Day gets so much, publicity, and it's just given that extra pizzazz. But of course, you guys think of everything and take care of everyone. So there's an awesome weekend just for dads. So, Rosie, tell us about that.
Well, we put this weekend together, obviously, with dads in mind. It's going to begin on Friday, June the 15th at 7:30 at Tapas on the Bay. We put together Rob, Zion, Finesse, and they're going to entertain you throughout the evening. Saturday, June 16th at 8 p.m. is the story of Calypso and Extempo, and that features Jean Lawrence, who's going to be entertaining us and telling us great history about the music of Calypso, going into Invader and Isai Hall, Mighty Prince, and Extempo is, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure Jodie knows a lot more, but I was introduced to Extempo about 35 years ago. I love it. I think it's very, very clever. It's completely ad-lib. There's going to be some great topics to talk about. So much going on in San Lucia. So much new developments. Some developments we don't want. Some developments we do want. There's going to be some great, great Extempo. And then we finish off the evening with Invader Unplugged. And the following day, which is actually Father's Day, Sunday, June 17th, you can join us at Tapas at 10 a.m. for breakfast. And from 12 noon onwards, until the last father leaves, we are going to be doing a Sunday lunch for 100 EC, plus VAT and service charge.
Now, listen, this is now where we go over to Jody because when it comes to putting together events, she's our go-to lady. Now, this is a jam-packed weekend.
Yes, it
and
is.
so dads, father figures, etc., you guys have no excuse. So give us a rundown, how it kind of came about and what people can expect.
Well, that's a very interesting question. I mean, when it comes to celebrating anything, tapas and Big Chef, that is always the way to go, from birthdays to anniversaries to engagements. Oh my, we've had so much happening with people just wanting to celebrate and have fun. So when we looked at Extempo, which we did 2 years ago actually, we've tried to figure out like what would be the best weekend to fit it in. And we were like, you know what, let's just have a whole celebration for fathers, do it up big.
I think when it comes to, again, Tapas and Big Chef, we've come to expect just being blown away and given an experience beyond what you even expected. So let us start off with time again. Of course, we know our venues, so if I guess maybe Rosie, you want to take it away and give us just
Well,
the recap.
Tapas on the Bay, Rodney Bay. It's behind Big Chef Steakhouse on the waterfront. The number for Tapas is 451-2433. You can contact me as well on 485-7189 to book a table. It is very important that you book a table for all the weekends because Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a jam-packed weekend. It is a dining experience. This is an experience where if you are probably like me of a certain age, you still want to go out and have some fun. You don't necessarily want to go to a very, very crowded area and you don't want to stand. From the month of June 1st to October 31st, you can use your Massy cards at Big Chef and Tapas. You can swipe your cards, gain your points and gain an additional 10% off your bill.
St. Lucia, if you have not yet made your plans, this is why we're here to save the day and, of course, with our friends from Tapas on the Bay. So you need to come down. It's an amazing weekend for everybody to enjoy, for the fathers, the father figures, and come out and celebrate. And again, remember, call that number, make your reservation because you don't want to be left behind. You don't want to be standing. You want to really, as Rosie and Jody said, get that full Tapas experience. So we'll see you there. Wake up, everybody. Good morning to you. Welcome to This Morning, and I'm Chayla Mendez, your host. I am here at the Arthur Lewis Community College and really excited because I am here with our future top chefs, all right? And something amazing has been happening. Besides students studying this, there's a recent competition held, and I thought it was only fitting that we got to speak firsthand with some of the persons who participated. So allow me to introduce to you Simbrat, and I have Joshua here, year 1 and year 2 respectively. So first of all, let me start off with you, Simbrat. What was your experience like with the competition?
I find it was a little challenging. I see it on TV all the time. Didn't know that the time would be so long and it'll be so hard to put the dishes together for a certain time. But I tried to use my best with the ingredients were given, and I tried my best to use the skills I've learned over the past 2 years. And with the help of my chef and everyone, I think I did my best.
So, what made you decide to follow this career and field of study?
Well, from a young age, I really enjoyed cooking in the kitchen with my mom and enjoyed my family. And I like to the way I'm in the kitchen, like making new dishes, discovering new tastes, and really getting into it. Um, it's just a passion of mine, something I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing the rest of my life, and I'm just giving my best at it as I'm going so far.
So, what made you decide to follow this career and field of study?
Well, from a young age, I really enjoyed cooking in the kitchen with my mom and enjoyed my family. And I like to the way I'm in the kitchen, like making new dishes, discovering new tastes, and really getting into it. Um, it's just a passion of mine, something I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing the rest of my life, and I'm just giving my best at it as I'm going so far.
Great. And now, with the chefs who were here to assist you all, especially we've had some of our professional chefs come through and support. How was the interactions and mentoring with them for you?
In the competition, it was the first day I met them, and it was extremely helpful, really guiding, really patient with us, allowed us to advise, ensure that we get a grasp of what's to come if any of us go on to the next round.
And with you, Joshua, I mean, like I said, you are in year one, but I don't really want to stress on that too much. But for anybody else, your age range or maybe even older, anybody who is thinking about pursuing, this field the same way that you love it, what would you share with them right now?
Well, I would encourage them that when you just start, there will be a lot of people older than you that would seem like they have more experience. So it might be intimidating, but just try to push on and ignore them. Use them as a motivation, as a stepping stone.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. So, with that said, St. Lucia, I think it's only fitting too we get to speak with the deans and some of the members of faculty who are helping support this, field of studies right here at the school. So, let's go see what they have to say. So, just as I promised, we were able to meet up with the dean. We have Mr. Kurt Harris here with us. Welcome to this morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
Great. I thought it was only fitting that we made sure we had a word with you, especially, this is a field of study here at Sir Arthur Lewis, and just seeing the students in competition mode and really performing well. How do you feel seeing how it unfolded today?
Well, I'm very happy. I'm very proud of the students. We have been striving for the longest while to bring our students up to the highest level. We want to ensure that the students that we produce are industry ready and are able to take up the challenges that exist out there and also live their dreams. Nina Compton is a classic example of somebody who has been able to live her dreams, and we want to show students that coming through Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, you could also live those dreams and be ready for the world of work as well.
Now, I totally agree. And the fact that this is something that persons here in St. Lucia have the option to choose as studying, especially now, I think, as people are becoming more open-minded and liberal as to the range of careers that we have, it's something really great. And if you can just tell us a little bit about the program here itself and, how it helps to support and facilitate persons, just like the students who want to continue that avenue.
Sure. The students that we have here are all from 3 programs. They are either doing travel and tourism, hospitality studies, or food and beverage management. The competition was open to all the students because all of them do some form of food preparation. So the students have the opportunity now to demonstrate whether or not they really have this passion for the cooking side of things. So any student who wants to do anything within the tourism industry, the hospitality industry, Sir Arthur Lewis is actually the place for you because you would get those opportunities to live those dreams. And all of our programs ensure that our students are well-rounded enough that even if you start off in food and beverage, you can move into another field of the hospitality studies.
The St. Lucia, you heard it here straight, so still a lot of excitement, and you can see that they don't do things average. Even facilitating a competition of that nature just shows, different ways in which they approach just making studies fun and interactive. So if you want to live your dreams and pursue your passion, we support it, and of course you can come give them a call or find your way over here. I'm sure they'll always be happy to welcome you.